What up, world? It's your boy Divine D checking in with you once again. The world is watching as usual. It is The World is Watching Wednesday. I hope a lot of good energy is flowing in your life today. I hope things are well. If not, I hope you're taking the steps in your life to be able to change that. Play a piece of music that you like, put on your favorite tune. Our jam will always do it for us. Change your environment if you need to go to the lake or take a walk or do what you need to do on that level. And if all else fails, change some of the people you're around, because sometimes people just drain your energy. They're not good for you. Not that they're trying to be harmful to you, but sometimes people just kind of lean on you a little bit more than you sometimes can stand or bear at the time. So, make sure your energy is well, because, if your energy is not well, then you aren't well. So, try that. My topic for today is when the cameras are off. A couple weeks ago, I talked to you guys about the imagination, how important the imagination was, and how as adults we still need to keep imagining, envisioning, creating new inventions and making the past ones better. The week after that, I kind of talked to you guys about believing in yourself, and I asked you the question, how much do you really believe in yourself, and do what you say and how you believe really align with your actions? And that was a question that I hope you guys kind of took into consideration and kind of evaluated yourself to see if you've been living up to your fullest potential. This week is about when the cameras are off. When the cameras are off. And what that means is this. When the cameras are off, are you living up to everything that you say? When the cameras are off, as you preach to people, as you may, talk to a youth group or may giving advice to a friend, if everything that you giving advice on, are you preaching that in your own personal life? Are you really practicing that in your personal life? Are you? When the cameras are off, are you still upholding yourself with the same integrity as when you got the platform or a stage too? The reason I talk about when the cameras are off is because I use the world is watching. The world is watching is a thing that came to me one time in a dream, and it really means to me is that, Divine, at all times be a good person, because no matter how slick, I think I may be or you think you may be, people see it. You can't fool God, and we are God's children. So why you try to fool people? Sometimes, even though you intend good, if your actions aren't aligning with your intentions, they can lead straight to hell. Everybody has heard that. Sometimes the road of good intentions leads straight to hell. So you have to really check yourself and understand that when the cameras are off, when nobody else is around, when you're in the solitude of yourself, are you still living up to that? Because if you aren't, understand that leaks out. This weekend, we had a tragedy in Milwaukee, man. We had some riots going on. There was another police shooting. And I'm not here to talk about, who was right or who was wrong. But what I am here to talk about is some of the people that I saw. Some of the people that I used to have a lot of respect for. Some people who, may call themselves community leaders or wherever they want to proclaim themselves to be. When the cameras were off, I saw them acting so differently. I saw them acting in ways that didn't align with when the cameras were on. When they're doing all these peace talks, or when they're in front of these youth groups, or when they, talking to, a different set of adults, or in certain circles. What they were doing when the cameras were off wasn't of that when the cameras were on. Disappointed me. It hurted my heart, because I walked up to one of the individuals and I said, hey, there's a lot of people around that respect you. There's a lot of people around that look up to you. You have to find your way, even in the midst of chaos, how to separate yourself and organize and understand and lead the collective. Lead the collective in a positive, in a growing manner, not a destructive one. And some of these people that I used to have so much respect for looked at me and said, I don't care. It's every man for themselves. And in my heart, I'm like, what do you mean every man for themselves? This is supposed to be about all of us. You know, it's supposed to be about our culture, our city, our neighborhoods, our community. What are you talking about? Every man for themselves. But when the camera came on, we need to, as a people, get together and blah, blah, blah. But when the cameras were off, they acted so differently. Understand, the reason they couldn't lead in the first place is because the content of their character was never in the right place anyway. They can, you know, walk around and preach all day. They can walk around and try to school people on, you know, positivity and, you know, how to be better all they want, but nobody will ever respect them or ever follow them because, you know what? You can't fool us. You can't fool God's people. We see through that even when the cameras are on. Just because when the cameras are off, you don't think nobody know the details of your life, the details of your story, and you know, you may not know that behind closed doors, I do this, I do that. Yes, we do. Because your energy expels from your body. We feel that. You ever been around a person and you be like, man, something ain't right about dude, or something ain't right about her. Or, you know, as women call it, they got women's intuition when, you know, you sat and talked with your woman and you said, baby, I'm not cheating on you, or I won't cheat on you. And she say, I know something. She might not know the details, but she feel it in her heart, she feel it in her soul. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, she usually right. Because it comes out of us. You can't hide, you can't lie, you can't try to fool us. You can't try to fool people. So personally, I use the world is watching as a mechanism to understand, like, yo, D, make sure what you say line up with what you do. And nobody's perfect. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm perfect. No, we all got our faults. We all got our things that we need to grow, our areas we need to grow in. But who are you really when the cameras are off? That's a question I want you to ask yourself. Because everything you trying to build, you destroy if who you act like you are isn't who you are when the cameras are off. You destroy everything you trying to build. You destroy that family, your kids. You destroy that when you cheating on your wife or you're cheating on, you know, your family. You ain't just cheating on your wife, you cheating on your whole family. You destroy all that when you break up that home because you couldn't be who you are when the cameras were on and when they were off. You got to think about that. For all of you trying to be youth leaders or community leaders, you destroy your integrity, you destroy the trust, you destroy everything when people see you when the camera's off. It's just like your pastor. If your pastor's sitting there up there on church on Sunday telling you about, you know, Jesus and this and this and that and whatever he's preaching, and then you see him in a strip club or you see him smoking weed or you see him selling drugs or you see him doing the total opposite, he destroys everything that he was preaching to you because now you don't believe him. Who are you when the cameras are off? Ask yourself that question. Be real with yourself. Start doing some cleanup, some personal cleanup. This your boy Divine D. The world is watching as usual. It's signing out. Make sure you being who you are when the cameras are off. The world is watching.
I know that it's something about me that I just